Till now we have seen how to share our post via email. Now in this video we will see how we can create a comment system. So for creating a comment system, we will follow these 4 steps. First, we will create a model to save comments in it. Then we will create a form to submit comments and validate the input data. And thereafter, we will add a view of this model which will process the form and saves a new comment to the database. And the 4th step, we will edit the post detail template to display the list of comments and the form to add a new comment. So we will complete these 4 steps in this video so as to create a comment system. Let's see how. So for this, we will build a model. So we will open model.py file. Here we have already created class published manager, then class post. Now we will create a different class for comment section. So I'll start by class comment, and here models.model. First of all, I need to create post, which should be created with the help of foreign key. So models.foreign key, and here we will have post on delete models.cascade related underscore name is equal to comments. Second, we will have name, which will be in models.char field, and here max length will be equal to, let's say, 80. Then I will give email ID. So email ID, which will be in email field, models.email field. Then body, models.text field. Then I will make created is equal to on which date it was created. So models.date time field, and it will be added by itself. So I need to set it true. At the same time, I will add updated. Updated will be models.date time field auto now is equal to true. Then we will have an active state. So for active is equal to models.boolean field, and it should be defaultly true. And then I'll create a meta for it where ordering is equal to created. And here we will have the same string function, and here comment will be returned by self.name on self.post. So here I have created a comment model which contains foreign key to associate a comment with a single post. Then we have related name. It's an attribute which allows us to name the attribute which we will use for the relationship from the related object. So here the new comment model that we just created is not yet synchronized into the database. So here we will go to CMD and will run a few commands. So for that I will come out of the server and I'll type python manage.py make migrations blog. Here it is giving an error, ordering must be tuple. So for that I need to add comma over here. Let's do it once again. So Django has created this file for us inside migrations directory. Now we need to create the related database schema and apply the few changes to the database. So for that I need to write python manage.py migrate. So here the migrations that we just created has been applied. Next we can add a new model to the administration side in order to manage comments. That we will do through a simple interface. So we will go to PyCharm and will open admin.py. First of all, I need to add here comment, and then I'll take this decorator and instead of post I'll write comment, and then we will add a class with comment admin, and here we will have admin.model admin. I'll first take list display, in which I will define name, email, then post, then created, then active. And then we will have list underscore filter, where we will have first active, then created, and then updated. And in search field I will have name, email, and body. So after adding a class in admin.py, we will go to cmd and will run the server. So for that I need to write python manage.py run server. Successfully ran. Now we will go to browser and will check out in the blog section. We'll refresh our page, and this time I will go to admin section. Here we can see there is a new model included in the blog section. Here the model is now registered in the administration side, and we can manage comment instances using these simple interfaces. Now the next thing, I need to create a form from models. Here we still need to build a form to let our user comment on our blog post. Remember, when Django has two base classes to build forms. When I open forms over here we have already used the first base class, which is form, to let our users share post by email. Now in this present case we will use the second base class, which is model form, as we need to build a form dynamically from our comment model. So down below I will create a new class with comment form, and as I told you, we will use the second base class forms.model form, and thereafter we will create a class meta which will have model and fields. Before that I will import comment also, so I'll go to from.models import comment. Now let us have comment over here, and in fields name, email, and body. So here we have created a class meta so as to create a form from a model. Here Django needs the model and builds the form dynamically for us. Each model field type will have its corresponding field type. The way that we want to define our model fields is taken into account for form validation. Now we need to handle model forms in views. So we will go to views, file, And here in function post underscore detail, we will add few lines. But before that, we will import comment from dot models, import post and comment. And here with email post form, I will have comment form. Now let's have list of active comments for this post. So here down below in post underscore detail, before return statement, we will write comments equal to post dot comments dot filter, where we will have active is equal to true, and here new variable new comment is equal to none. Then I will have the if condition. If my method used, if request dot method is equal to post, a comment should be posted. So here we will have comment underscore form, comment form data equal to request dot post. And here we will have if comment form. So for that I need to write form dot is underscore valid. We will create a comment object but will not save it to database. So here I'll write new comment equal to comment underscore form dot save commit equal to false. And then we will assign the current post to the comment. So here I'll write new comment dot post is equal to post, and thereafter we will save this comment to the database. So new comment dot save here. This is for if our request method is post. What about if it is a get? So here in else statement, we will write comment form, comment underscore form equal to comment form, and then it will return with comma comments, and the other variable we have used new underscore comment and comment form. Now let's review what we have added to our view. We have used here post underscore detail view to display the post and its comments. Here we have added a query set to retrieve all active comments for this post. We have built this query set starting from this post object. Instead of building a query set for the comment model, we leverage the post object to retrieve the related comment object. And after all the tasks, we have saved this into the database, as this save method creates an instance of the model of the form which is linked to it, and thereafter it will save it to the database. So till here our view is now ready to display and process new comments. Now the next thing, we need to add comments to the post detail template. So for that, first we need to display the total number of comments for our post. Secondly, we will display the list of comments. And thirdly, we will display a form for users to add a new comment. So first, let's display the total number of comments for a post. So I will go to detail.html, and inside content block, I will add a few lines. So here I will start with comments dot count as total underscore comments, and within h2 tag we will have total underscore comments. Inside this we will have comment, then total underscore comments. Here we will use plural lies, and after this I will end with this. So here we are using the Django ORM in the template executing the comments.count. Here we need to note one point: the Django template language doesn't use parentheses for calling methods. So here we have used this with tag, which allows us to assign a value to a new variable that is available to use until and with. Here we have used a new term. This is a template filter to display a plural suffix for the word comment depending on the total underscore comments value. Here the template filters take the value of the variable and then it returns a computed value. So let's append more lines to it. Below this I will have for statement for comment in comments, then I will have div class equal to comment. Inside this I will define a p class is equal to info, and here we will have comment for loop dot counter by comment dot name, and with this we will have comment dot created. Now outside this p tag I will have comment dot body, which will have line breaks, and after this we will have empty section, and inside p tag I will define there are no comments yet. Let's end for loop, and then there should be space over here. So here we have used the for loop. This is a template tag to loop through comments. Here we will display a default message for comments list is empty, informing our user that there are no comments on this post yet. We will add more lines to it. For seeing if condition, if new comment, then in h2 tag we will inform our user your comment has been added. What about in else condition? We will inform user to add a new comment. Then here we will see whether form method is post. If it is post, we will have comment underscore form dot as underscore p. Here I'll make use of CSRF token, CSRF underscore token, and inside p tag we will have input type equal to submit, for which value is add comment. Let's AND form, and thereafter we will AND if also. So the code is pretty straightforward. If new comment object exists, we will display a success message. Otherwise, we will render the form with a paragraph element for each field, and then we will include CSRF token required for post request. So let's see how it is looking like. So for that I need to check it out whether server is running or not. It's running well. Now let's go to browser. Here in blog section, let's click any of the post. So here we got our comment section. Till now we haven't added any comments, so it is showing 0 comments added. Here we will add a couple of comments. So first I need to give my name, email ID and the comment in the body. So let's fill it out. Here I am filling NetsetOS, its email ID and the body. Let's write it's very interesting. And then we will click on add comments. Here it is giving an error in post_detail of our views file. So I will check it out on 36th line. Here I have written the capital C. It should be small c. And it should be comment_form as I have defined here, comment_form. Let's verify. I will refresh it, and once again I will add here NetsetOS @gmail.com. Then I'll write the article was very interesting. Let's click on add comment, and bravo, we got our comment added over here. So this is how we can add comment section to our blog. And now in the next video we will be adding the tagging functionality to our blog. So be with me till the next video. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.